Why you gonna do like that? Why you gonna keep that thing from me? Why you gonna do like that?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Paula here today. So it has been a while, as I'm sure some of you can tell from when I last posted my last video, but I'm back and I'm hoping to post much more regularly. I have decided to change the direction of my channel, so rather than a lot of fashion based things, I'm going to be doing more how-tos and advice kind of topics. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section below and I'll try and reply to those ones that, you know, I feel would be good to do a video on and hopefully help as much of you as I can. So let's get started. As you can tell by the title, the first one is going to be how to stick to your New Year's resolutions. So we're in a new year, you know, we're a few days in, and I'm sure some of you have already given up on your New Year's resolutions, but have no fear, because you can always start over. No one said you can't. It's still the beginning of the year if you ask me. So let me give you a few of my top tips on how I stick to my New Year's resolutions, or not even just necessarily resolutions, just goals in general. So number one is narrow it down. When I say narrow it down, I mean literally just think of 1 or 2 resolutions that you want to achieve this year, and maybe not necessarily achieve this year, maybe achieve over a period of time, like over the next few years, but narrow it down, because sometimes it comes to the new year and people think, okay, it's a new year, I'm magically going to be able to achieve all of these goals of mine, I'm going to be able to lose weight, I'm going to be able to get organised, I'm going to be able to save money, I'm going to be able to travel the world. Like, all of those goals, don't get me wrong, like anyone can achieve them, but I feel like if it's a new year, just break it down. Write down 1 or 2 that you really want to focus on, the ones that you really want to achieve this year, and write them down. So let's say you want to lose weight and you want to travel, okay? Those are the 2 that you're really going to focus on. You're really going to narrow in on them, and you're going to make sure that you achieve those things step by step. So narrowing it down also kind of takes away the overwhelming feeling of, oh my gosh, like I've got 10 goals that I want to achieve by the end of the year, and the next thing you know it's June, and the next thing you know you've actually gained weight, you haven't lost anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, narrowing it down is going to help so much more, because then you can really remain focused on those things. Okay, that kind of leads me on to number 2. Number 2 is take small steps. So, okay, yeah, you want to lose weight, or yeah, you want to travel, but rather than saying, oh, I want to lose a stone by the end of this time, or something like that, break it down into smaller, more achievable things, because again, I feel like when you say you want to achieve one big thing in one go, it can be quite overwhelming, especially if you're not seeing results quickly. So I think it's better for you to, like, say, if you want to lose a stone, that's your bigger picture, definitely. But rather than saying, I want to lose a stone, going to the gym, I want to lose a stone, I want to lose a stone, why not break it down? So break it down into, I'm going to lose a pound a week. I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week, something like that. Break it down into things that are smaller and more achievable, so then you can celebrate those small achievements as well, because yeah, you want to lose a stone, but losing 5 pounds in the process is still something worth celebrating. And I mean, with weight loss, you know, don't celebrate with like a big meal out, but just little things like getting a new sports bra or new trainers or something like that could be a nice little celebration to, like, encourage you to keep going, because that's how it works for me, really. I give myself little treats when I hit certain targets. So, and same thing with travelling, break it down. If you want to travel, rather than saying, I want to travel around the world, why not pinpoint 3 countries that you want to travel, you know, in a certain amount of time? So, I want to travel the world. Let's start with Europe. Okay, I want to go to France in June. I want to go to somewhere else in this time. Or even, like, saying you want to travel the world, maybe not necessarily that. Look at programs that you can find that help you travel to certain destinations, because I know there's a lot of, like, traveling destination, like, I don't know, they're like travel packages or something that like Europe, and then it puts your like travel plan together, so you go from France to Germany, from Germany to here, that kind of thing. So research those kind of things and find them kind of things for yourself, you know. It's all doable. I just feel like it's much easier when you break it down into smaller, more achievable steps. Okay, and the third and final tip is make yourself accountable. Make yourself accountable. And what I mean by that is by, one, you can write it down, or one, you should write it down. Not only is that going to help you to remember what your goals are, but it's also going to make you more accountable, because you're seeing that thing over and over. You've written it down and you're able to remember things more like that. And then not only write it down, but stick it up somewhere where you see it every day. Even if you stick it up on the mirror in your bathroom, that kind of thing, you see it every day. When you're brushing your teeth, read it. When you're washing your face, read it. You know, with all them little things, when you're washing your hands, read it. And you reading it every day, it's reinforcing the fact that, okay, these are the goals that I want to achieve. These are the goals that I need to achieve. And another way to make yourself accountable is by telling people. Okay, so don't tell like the whole world, hey guys, I'm planning on losing a stone by this time. What I mean by telling people is select a few trusted friends, trusted families, people that you love, and tell them. Even if you just tell one person, that's still going to make you more accountable to them. And if they're really a good person, a good supportive person, then when you start to slip on your goals, they can encourage you and tell you like, come on, you want to achieve this by this time, you're already doing so well, I want you to keep going. Do you know what I mean? That's going to be more encouraging. It's going to force you to continue doing what you say you want to achieve. And I feel like those three things, you can really apply them. There's so many more tips that I could give you, but those three things, even if you apply those alone to, like, let's say one goal, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't achieve your New Year's resolutions. Like, at the end of the day, let's remember, New Year's Day, the 1st of January, is just another day. Like, okay, it's the beginning of a new year, which is a great thing, but it's just another day. So even if you set the goals on the 6th of May, as opposed to the 1st of January, there's no reason why you should achieve it more on the 6th of May than on the 1st of January. Do you know what I mean? So you work hard, you achieve those goals, and there's really no reason why you can't. Comment down below your New Year's resolutions, and even though my previous videos aren't advice related, still watch them, still like, still comment, still share. So yeah, don't forget, comment your New Year's resolutions and I'll reply to those. Tell me if you like this video, tell me if you want to see more of these kind of videos. Like, share, subscribe, of course, subscribe. Tell your friends to tell a friend,
Like
and I'll
that.
see you next week.
Girl, come feed me, don't be stingy. Why you gonna do like that? No, baby.